And we say good morning to you. We are live. Welcome. We are on the road again. We are live at Food City in Jonesborough on a Food City Friday, getting ready for a big weekend here. Looks like a cold and wintry weekend coming in. I was checking the weather forecast. It's 60s here right now, although it's clouding up and the winds are picking up. So, but I checked Nashville. It's freezing rain and 32. So it's coming. And we got cold weather down to the single digits for next week. So we got a tease for spring. Let's see, nothing outside right now, just cloudy. Excuse me, but here in the Tri-Cities, we do have a good chance of rain. So, hey, good morning. We're live here again at Food City in Jonesborough, the big 2-day sale, getting ready to crank up. Nope, it's cranked up. It's all day today and all day tomorrow. So we got some specials. Chris Crawford, the store manager, will come by and talk to us about it here in just a minute. We've got him right here anyway, so we can crank it up and get it going and tell you about it because it's another great sale. This time it's a 2-day sale here at Food City. This time in Jonesborough where we are today, at Chris Crawford store, but again, the sale price is good all over every Food City in the 4-state chain. So here are some of the specials. Honey Crisp apples, man, they're good. Put a little peanut butter on those, $1.69 per pound. Again, today and tomorrow at your local Food City. Campbell's Chunky Soup, with this cold weather coming in here. Campbell's Chunky Soup, 99 cents a can. Ooh, that's good stuff. Chef Boyardee pasta today and tomorrow, 69 cents a can. Value Time Enriched White Bread Limit 2, 69 cents a loaf. 69 cents a loaf for a loaf of bread. That's unheard of. Food Club Large Eggs Dozen, Grade A White, Limit 2, 99 cents a piece. Also, you've got Food Club Butter, 1 pound quarter for $2.49. Also, boneless pork loin. Food City Fresh, whole boneless pork loin. Again, looking good for $1.49 a pound at your local Food City. Of course, also, we want to tell you about Food City being Food City, thank you, sir, loud and clear. Thank you, Jeremiah. Boneless pork loin, Food City Fresh, whole boneless pork loin, $1.49 a pound. Also, RC products, some A&W root beer, yeah. On a cold evening, a big old bowl of chunky soup. Campbell's Chunky Soup, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with that white bread, Value Time Enriched white bread for 69 cents, and top it off with a bottle of A&W root beer. Now that's living. So anyway, that's some of the specials going on again at Food City today and tomorrow at your local Food City. Also, don't forget, here's your place, and Chris going to be talking about this coming up in a few minutes. This is your place to get your tickets for the Food City 500. We're 93 days out from the Food City 500. That means 92 days out from the Fitzgerald Glider Kits 300, the Xfinity Series race. And so the countdown is on. And also the countdown is on for the Daytona 500, the Great American Challenge, Great American Race. 37 days out to the Daytona 500. So it's going to be here before you know it, as is the 2018 racing season. Coming up later in the show, Bill Patrick will join us from the Kingsport Speedway with a very special guest, one of those legendary drivers from around here we're going to get a chance to talk to. Can't wait. We'll talk to him coming up here at the bottom of the hour. Also, Mike Edrick, the NASCAR fans reporter, at the top of the hour, ready to go. He's got lots to talk about again with what's going on in NASCAR. There's lots of, every week now. We'll be back with him on Monday, but every week there's lots more movement, a lot more movement going on in NASCAR, the drivers and the personal appearances and the sponsorship commitments and the testing down in Texas and the Chili Bowl this weekend. And so we'll talk all about that. Also, our buddy Dave Martin from WLW Radio in Cincinnati, he'll be by phone to talk to us as well, as Mike will be as well by phone from Northern Virginia. All that plus high school sports. We got the NFL playoffs this weekend, college basketball from last night. We've got the NBA from last night. Boy, the Cavaliers got spanked, and LeBron just went off on his team. I mean, he sounded the alarm for this basketball team that's been kind of limping around as of late. Went into Toronto last night and the Raptors wore them out. So we'll talk about that coming up. Also some Major League Baseball news, so lots going on. College basketball, the Bucks got a big win last night. They beat UNC Greensboro at Freedom Hall. We'll tell you all about that. Lady Vols lose for the first time this season. So lots going on in sports as it is every day. And so we're here again with show number 664. We always start our show by dedicating it to the man who hung on the cross. Today, no different. And so Psalms 25 verses 4 and 5 says, wait on me, and I will show you my ways. I will teach you my paths. I will lead you in truth. I am the God of your salvation. How about that? Again, Psalms 25 verses 4 and 5 says, wait on me. I will show you my ways. Have a little patience. I will teach you my paths. I will lead you in truth. I am the God of your salvation. And so that's today's verse of the day, again, Psalms 25, verses 4 and 5, as we dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. And also, before we go to the break, jump into our first segment of college basketball, I want to remind you again, he's coming. Will Graham, April the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Will Graham coming to Freedom Hall, Johnson City. He is the grandson of Billy Graham. We're going to have him on the show. A week from Monday, we'll be at the Cove, the Billy Graham Training Center, Black Mountain, North Carolina. So a celebration. There he is. Will Graham, Billy Graham's grandson, Franklin Graham's boy, or son, coming to town. April 27th, 28th, and 29th at Freedom Hall in Johnson City. So you want to circle those dates and be ready to see and hear Will Graham with a celebration, is what they call it. His grandfather called it a revival, or a set of series of meetings. Will Graham calls it a celebration. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're live at Food City in Jonesborough. Weather getting ready to get a little dicey. We're talking for some freezing rain, some ice, some snow tonight. Hard to believe when it's 64 degrees outside, but it's coming. And so you want to come in here and stock up today before maybe the roads get bad this weekend. Don't think so, but it could be in some locations wherever you are. So I think here in the Tri-Cities it's going to be okay, but maybe in the mountainous communities where there's a Food City, you may want to, if you're out watching today, and we hope that you are, you may want to get out there and shop and stock up today, because this is a 2-day sale today and tomorrow. But again, some wintry weather coming. Again, as we said, it's 32 and some freezing rain in Nashville. I checked the weather forecast a few minutes ago. Hey, quick break. We'll be right back. We're live at Food City in Jonesborough. We're ready to roll our first segment, college basketball. Big win last night for the Bucks. Lady Vols take one on the chin. And, of course, top 25 college hoops. We'll tell you all about it coming up next year, live at Food City in Jonesborough. Show number 664 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE master technicians here. With the ratio, goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop. So it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad-spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live in Jonesborough. Just ran into a dear friend, Mickey Campbell, and we had a chance to visit a little bit. And that's always a good thing, to hang out with people that you have a lot of respect for. And I have a lot of respect for Mickey Campbell, no question about that. And we say good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. We're live again at Food City in Jonesborough. As a result of talking to Mickey Campbell, I didn't quite get myself situated. That happens when you have folks come by and want to talk. Can't very well hi at them, or I'm not going to hi at them. I'm going to talk to them and get a chance. So let's jump in here and kind of pull it together here. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be broadcasting live at Sprint Store again in North Johnson City. We're looking forward to being over there and hanging out with Ronnie and the folks at the Sprint Store tomorrow. We're going to be there broadcasting live. Looking forward to being there and having a big time. So, all right, let's talk about the tickets again. You can get them right here. Your tickets for the Food City 500, the Fitzgerald Glider Kids 300, of course, the Xfinity Series race for the kids 12 and under, free tickets, can't beat that. And so that's available. Also, the tickets are on sale for the Food City 500, and of course, a $10 ticket to get the kids into the Food City 500. So great value. And of course, we always try and tell you about the opportunity to be a season ticket holder at Bristol Motor Speedway. You get lots of perks. And, of course, you have tickets to the 2 days of racing in the spring, the Saturday and Sunday events coming up April the 14th and 15th. Then, of course, the night race and all kinds of activities going on Wednesday the 15th, Friday the August the 17th, and Saturday August the 18th. So you got the truck race coming to town. You got the Food City 300 on Friday night, August the 17th, and also the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race on Saturday, August the 18th. And so you can buy those tickets here as well at any Food City, and you can also get them as a season ticket holder, as we were saying, and you can do that through the ticket office at Bristol Motor Speedway, 423 Bristol, and of course the BristolMotorSpeedway.com website, and also call 1-866-415-4158. We'll let Chris, the store manager, tell us about how you can get tickets here and at all Food City locations coming up here, and he joins us in a few minutes. We are live here again at Food City in Jonesborough. The 2-day sale is on. A couple of the specials, again, want to tell you about. You have Wesson Oil for cooking purposes. Wesson Oil, 48-ounce bottle for $1.99. Harvest Club Jumbo baking potatoes, 8-pound bag for $3.99. And how about Peter Pan, creamy or crunchy Peter Pan peanut butter, say that fast 3 times. Big 40-ounce size jar, limit to $3.99 at your local Food City. And so that's today and tomorrow, the 2-day sale at all Food City locations in the 4-state area. So, all right, let's bring you up to date. What's going on in the college basketball rankings from last night? It goes like this. Had some ball games close by, and had some ball games. First off, top 25, it was Wichita State going into Greenville, North Carolina, and putting a whipping on East Carolina. Beat them by 35. Shockers win it. 5th-ranked Wichita State, 95-60. Also last night, 15th-ranked Gonzaga, no problem with Portland. They beat them by 46. Gonzaga now 15-3 on the season, 103-57 the final there. Also last night in top 25 play, it was 17th-ranked Arizona with a 9-point win over Oregon State, 62-53. 2 upsets. You had North Carolina State knocking off 19th-ranked Clemson by 1, 78-77. And also top 25 college basketball, you had Oregon with a 4-point win and a 4-point upset over 11th-ranked Arizona State, 76-72, the final there. So that's your college basketball from last night. Tomorrow, let's run them down for you. It's Michigan at number 4, Michigan State. 5th-ranked Purdue at Minnesota. 7th-ranked Duke tomorrow hosting Wake Forest. It is 12th-ranked Kansas hosting Kansas State. Also tomorrow, Seton Hall, the Pirates at 13th in the country hosting Georgetown. 16th-ranked TCU at 9th-ranked Oklahoma. 2nd-ranked West Virginia. Tough test on the road at Texas Tech to battle the Red Raiders. Mountaineers number 2 in the country at 15-1. They'll be at Texas Tech at a 2 o'clock tip-off tomorrow afternoon. Texas Tech, again, 8th in the country and 14-2. 25th, by the way, hello to Londa Whittington and Mary Ellen Malone and A.T. and all the folks up in West Virginia watching the show. Thank you. Donna, hello, Miss Donna, and all the folks. We appreciate that very much, watching the show in the hills of West Virginia. 25th ranked Creighton will play at number 10 Xavier tomorrow. Big ball game there. The Blue Jays against the Musketeers in Cincinnati. 17th ranked Arizona hosting Oregon tomorrow. It is 23rd ranked Florida State hosting Syracuse. 18th ranked Miami goes to number 19 Clemson tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. 22nd ranked Auburn travels to Mississippi State in men's college basketball. Also tomorrow you got Kentucky, 21st ranked Wildcats at 13-3 in Nashville, the Battle of Vanderbilt. 4 o'clock tip-off on ESPN. Also tomorrow, everybody's playing, obviously. 11th ranked Arizona State hosting Oregon State. 20th ranked North Carolina, the Tar Heels. Tough test. They'll go into South Bend tomorrow night, a 6 o'clock tip-off. And battle the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Both teams are 13-4. North Carolina, the defending national champion, of course. Tennessee, the Big Orange, hosting Texas A&M. Aggies at 11-5. Tennessee with a 2-game win streak at 11-4 and 24th in the country for Rick Barnes' ball club. That's a 6 o'clock tip-off tomorrow night at Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville. 14th ranked Cincinnati tomorrow night at South Florida. 5th ranked Wichita State at Tulsa. Top ranked Villanova. Nova will be at St. John's tomorrow night. And 15th ranked Gonzaga will be hosting the University of San Francisco, California tomorrow night on a 9:30 tip-off. And that for you again is the college basketball top 25 here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Last night, Buccaneers turned back UNC Greensboro for the 7th straight win. It was a big ball game last night. Fun game to go watch. Big crowd on hand, over 5,300 in attendance. And so they were not disappointed. Buccaneers get their 11th win in the last 12 games, improving to 13-4 overall. East Tennessee State 4-0 in the Southern Conference. All 4 wins have been by double digits. And so the Bucs will host VMI tomorrow afternoon, again at Freedom Hall, Johnson City. Big win last night for East Tennessee State. And so the Buccaneers, Jalen McLeod led the Bucs with 15 points. Freshman Layden Armis had 13. The son of Bradford had 12. And Peter Jerkin, the big 7-footer, added 11. Bucs get a big win last night in front of a big crowd. Again, leading the conference in attendance are the Buccaneers of East Tennessee State. Meanwhile, on the road in College Station, Texas, the Lady Vols take their first loss of the season. Danny Williams scored 7 points in overtime. Number 7, Texas A&M, topping number 6, Tennessee, 79-76 in overtime, handing the Lady Vols their first defeat of the season. Tennessee goes to 15-1 on the year, 3-1 in the Southeastern Conference. Mercedes Russell led the Lady Vols with 21 points. And so up next, Lady Vols will play at number 9, South Carolina on Sunday in Columbia against the Lady Gamecocks. And that's a look at college basketball here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, on this Friday, as we're live at Food City in Jonesborough. Well, we're right outside, of course, right behind us is the door, and they said it's going to start cooling down. You can feel it starting to cool down a little bit here again at in Jonesborough with the front coming in here with rain and snow and ice and dropping temperatures. So enjoy the 64 degrees. It ain't going to last long here in the Tri-Cities. It's fixing to drop, and we hate that. Here's some more specials. Mayfield Ice Cream, 2-day sale today and tomorrow. Mayfield Ice Cream here at Food City for $1.99. Also, Food Club chunk or shredded cheese for $2.99. Kern's glazed donuts, $1.99 a dozen, limit 4. Ooh, that sounds good. Hot Pockets, frozen selected varieties, lean or Hot Pockets, limit 6 per shopper, 6 for $10. And then you always have to have paper towels or bath tissue. Scott paper towels or bath tissue, 6 to 12 rolls, limit 3 per person for $3.99. For 12 rolls of bath tissue or 6 rolls of Scott paper towels, $3.99 per, and then limit 3 per person. That's a great deal. That's all day today and all day tomorrow. Of course, stores open at 6 and close at midnight, again across the 4 states. Again, the Food City, and don't forget when you shop at Food City, if you are signed up for School Bucks, every time you come shopping at Food City, you get a chance to click and get crew points for your school of your choice for the Food City School Bucks, and they'll pass out checks on that coming up again a little bit later on in the year when the promotion ends, late April, early May. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at the National Hockey League and the NBA. Also, we'll be joined by Chris Crawford, the store manager here at Food City. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're live at Food City in Jonesborough, the oldest town in Tennessee. We'll be right back after this on show number 664. Good morning to you. You're watching, listening to the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. Just 2 great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but Owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live again at Food City in Jonesborough, show number 664. We're in for a treat coming up in a few minutes. We're in for a treat now because he's right there. Is my man Bill Patrick from the Kingsport Speedway. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing fantastic. Obviously, we know we're getting ready to meet here in a few minutes. I got him up on the screen, and the legendary Brad Teague from right here in Johnson City is going to join us in a few minutes, and I'm very, very excited about that. Hey, we're very excited about February the 24th. Mark your calendar. It's going to be great. It's Kingsport Speedway Day at the Johnson City Mall. It's going to be a hoot. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it was a big, big hit last year. They're bringing them back this year. And kind of give me the details. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're going to put the cars in there on Friday night, the 23rd, after the mall closes. And 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, we'll be opening up and starting the show. You can bring your kids out. And if you don't know anything about Kingsport Speedway, that'd be a good day to ask questions and find out what it's going to cost, and that everybody will be on hand. We put it open for guys to sign up to put their cars in the mall, and in 2 hours' time we had 30 cars already lined up to go in the mall.
That's awesome. And Karen is ramrodding this. Karen Tunnels, who's doing a great job again. And the Speedway had a great year last year, looking for another big year this year. So she said, man, we got to get out here and market this product because it's a great product, and it is. It's short track racing at its finest. And one of the guys that's made it famous down the years is going to join us coming up here in a few minutes. So on that 24th at the Johnson City Mall, bring your camera. The car is going to be in there, obviously, as you said. The driver's going to be there. There's pocket schedules. You get a chance to get up and shake hands and press the flesh and get pictures. And these drivers are very, not affordable, what's the word I want to say? They are very what's the magic
Family
word?
friendly.
Family friendly. They're very, you can get to them, is what I'm trying to say. There's a
They're
word
not
starting
going
with
to
an A.
shun away. You don't
No.
have to pay them for their
Accessible.
autograph and their picture.
Thank you, Lord. Very accessible. They want to take pictures. They want to shake your hand. They want to invite you to the Speedway. So the drivers are very accessible on that day.
Right. We got some new drivers coming this year. I mentioned a couple of them the last race. Dylan Hodge is moving up to late model, and Chase Dixon, he's moving up. And then we've got for sure Trey Bain will be there. Trevor Bain's little brother. He's going to run the season this year. And then we got some legends, dairy people coming too. And you're fixing to talk to one of them.
Yep. A guy that's synonymous with racing in this area, Brad Teague, going to join us coming up here in a few minutes. He's going to be racing at the Speedway. I'm going to let him tell you all about that. But Trevor Bain's little brother's coming. That's pretty
Right,
cool.
Trey Bain.
You've got the older folks, obviously, the veterans of the sport, and these up-and-comers now.
Right.
So Trevor's little brother's name is?
Trey
Bain from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Right. He's going to be driving a Wade Day car, so it'll be a fast car.
And that's a compliment to the Kingsport Speedway to have these guys come through. Chad Fincham drove there. He's moved on up. What's the young man's name?
Justin Fontaine.
Going into the Truck Series.
Right.
Yeah, Camping World Truck Series. There's a former driver at Kingsport Speedway, moving up to the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, Justin Fontaine. So when you go to the Kingsport Speedway on Friday or Saturday night when they've got these races, you really are watching the stars of yesteryear and the stars of tomorrow,
right,
all rolled up in one.
Right. You know, a lot of people like to get their start there because of people like Brad and Paul Shull and some of those guys that's been running for years. Ain't nothing like getting your feet wet competing against somebody like that.
Sure. I mean, all you can do is get better. You drive against a Brad Teague or a Fincham or a Fontaine or a Chris Van Dyke. These guys have won and know how to get it into victory lane. So, yeah, all it does make you a better driver.
Paul Shull's 75 years old, still races every Friday night.
75 and still going after it. So, good stuff. And so mark your calendar, February the 24th, circle the calendar. Again, it's Kingsport Speedway Day at the Johnson City Mall. We're going to be there broadcasting, bringing the show into the Johnson City Mall. Looking forward to hanging out with you and Karen and the other folks. So
yeah, some of the drivers said they're chomping at the bits to be on your show. So we'll put some on there.
I love it. So it's racing's about ready to gear up, folks, for 37 days away. 37 days to the Daytona 500. We're 93 days away from the Food City 500, so it's the calm before the storm, right?
Right.
First days of racing at Kingsport Speedway.
Be the last 2 Saturdays in March, but if you would like to come and get your feet wet, the first 2 or 3 Saturdays in March, we're going to have what they call open practice. I'm going to be down there taking the cars and putting a sticker on them so that when comes race day, they'll already be through the tech lines for safety, so we know whether the car is safe to put on the track or not. So
we'll say hello to some folks again watching the show. Let's go down here and tell you right now. Bill Patrick's watching the show. Kristen Snyder, Joel Ragsdale, Jerry McNeil. Happy birthday to Ben Foy. Ben Foy having a birthday today, our buddy from the radio station. He's a birthday boy. Kurt Stevenson, Billy Minton, Vince Red, Lori Wilson. Bill Patrick shares this every day. Thank you. That's my man right here. Chris and Trudy Coball, Terry Diamond, Milligan College, Kelly Essler, some of the folks, Julie Williams, Katie Witten, some of the folks watching the show. Thank you very, very much.
I saw Wes Fields' name on there. He's affiliated with the track a lot. He's there every Friday night. So.
Wes Fields?
Yeah.
Hey, Wes Fields. How you doing, my friend? So, good stuff. Do you want to introduce this man? Brad, come on over here.
Yeah.
Introduce this young man, would you please?
Yeah, I've known him quite a while through Toyota, and we've compared notes a few times, and I've met him at the racetrack a lot, and he's good friends with one of the guys that works with me, Brian Eggers. And I'm gonna put Brian in a car a time or two this year and see. He's an old dirt track boy, but I'm gonna put him in a car, just let him get his feet wet this year to see what he can do. So.
Coming up top of the hour, we'll go to Northern Virginia, talk to my man Mike Hittering, the NASCAR fans reporter. He'll be with us. He's with us every Monday and Friday at 12 o'clock. He's got lots to talk about. NASCAR, the Chili Bowl this weekend. Let's see, Casey Kane, Kyle Larson, Justin Allgaier, some of the guys racing in the Chili Bowl this weekend. Kyle Larson just came back from New Zealand, won 3 or 4 midget races down there. So even though it's off season, it's not off season. These guys are still racing, and so it's not that far away from the Daytona 500. Thought this was an interesting stat. This will be the first time since 1977 there's not an Earnhardt at Daytona, either Dale Sr. or Dale Jr. Since 77. That's a long time. So we're talking about Daddy Dale or Dale Jr. So
everybody keeps asking me if I think Dale Jr. will run this one. Depends on what Mama says, I guess.
No, Mama said you ain't doing the Clash.
I'm talking about the 500.
Oh, well, maybe the 500, but I don't think so. I keep hearing that's not going to happen. But so we'll introduce him. You got him lined up, ready to go?
All right. If you've been following racing at all through the years, you've seen this name quite often. He runs Bristol. He run it's called what, Xfinity Series now, but the Busch races. In fact, he's won some. So he is actually a legend when it comes to NASCAR. He can tell you about anything you want to know about it. So
there you go.
Brad Teague.
You got it. I appreciate you bringing him, my friend.
All right.
Yep. Let's get him in here again, make that switch and make that transition and bring him out. Out goes Bill. In comes Brad. Put those cans on, my friend, and here we go. Check it out. Brad Teague in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So did you get it? Let's see. Put it right there, and I'm going to pull this down. There we go. Look right there. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. This is a thrill for me. So there's that microphone popping, and so let's talk about it. How did Brad? First off, how long you been racing?
I've been racing 49 years.
49 years. Wave at the crowd up here, would you please? Wave at the camera. There he is. Brad's on the camera. 49 years he's been driving. How did you get started?
I started on dirt. They had Sportsman Speedway up here in Johnson City on dirt in '67, and I run dirt for 6 years, and then switched to Kingsport Speedway in Coburn, Virginia.
Am I allowed to ask how old you were when you started driving back in '67?
19.
Yeah. He was 19. He's just a young whippersnapper. So you've had, I don't even know where to start to talk to you. You've had lots and lots and lots of success, and give me some of the more memorable races that you've won. You raced at Bristol. Mm-hmm. You've been at the Speedway, the world's last great Coliseum. How many years have you been racing at BMS?
1972 was my first race at Bristol.
Wow, 1972. Incredible. So this is one of the pioneers of the sport. How has Bristol Motor Speedway changed over the years? We know how it has in the stands, but how has it changed down on the track?
It's changed a lot. It was just, it was asphalt at first, and they redone it. The concrete. They was having trouble out of the track when it's asphalt, and they decided to go ahead and concrete it, which was a good thing. And, of course, a lot of people didn't like the concrete, and I didn't think I would either at first, but I wound up loving the concrete. And then, of course, after a while, it got deteriorated, and they had to kind of redo the track, and don't quite like it as good as it used to be, but I still love it, though. It's my favorite track.
Oh, yeah. It's an adrenaline rush, isn't it, when you get out there and hear all those people? They're right on top of you. You can hear them, can't you?
Oh, yeah, there's nothing like it. No matter where you go, which racetrack you go to. I've run all over the United States and Canada, and Bristol is just it's just totally different. And a lot of people can't understand why they've not built another Bristol instead of building all these mile-and-a-half tracks.
We're talking to Brad Teague from Johnson City, Tennessee. So give me some memories. You've been racing since '72 at BMS. Give me some memories on the big track.
Well, we took our dirt track car in '72 up there. You could run a dirt track car and an asphalt car about anywhere you went, because NASCAR run a lot of dirt tracks, And I remember going testing about 2 weeks before with a dirt car, and I remember looking in the rearview mirror and dirt clods was coming out of the back of the car, falling on the track. Of course, we washed it, but it still fell out, And I finished fourth. The first 3 races I run at Bristol, I finished fourth 3 times in a row.
Who won it? Do you remember? Who won those races?
No, I don't quite remember who won it. who won it really back then. I don't know. James Helm won one race from. He was from Nashville, but I do know that he was one of them from Nashville that won one of the races. And they had 300 lappers and 400 lappers up there in the late model sportsman division. And one that one James Helm won, I believe, is a 400 lapper, but no power steering and stuff back then, and it was rough.
We're talking to Brad Tigg from Johnson City. We're live here at Food City in Jonesborough. So tell me some of the guys, throw out some names you raced against at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm sure you're up there against some of the greats.
Yeah, of course I run with Richard Childers, and a lot of them boys back then, they was in my division. Of course, Harry Ganton, Morgan Shepherd. Me and Morgan Shepherd started the same year in '67. We've discussed all this before, but Jack Ingram and Butch Lindley, just a bunch of them boys. Jeff Bodine, some of them.
We're talking to Brad Tigg from Johnson City again. He'll be at the Kingsport Speedway this year running, which is very, very exciting. We'll get to that in a moment. So you've been around. This is your 50th year of racing. What is your take as a driver of NASCAR right now? We're heading in the right direction. We in a kind of a stalemate? Are we going down, going up? What do you think?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that I don't really look like right now as far as NASCAR is concerned. I love NASCAR type racing, but some of the stuff they do I don't like. They're real they're real bad about changing the rules too much, and costing teams a lot of money, that kind of stuff. And then, of course, I don't really care for the point system the way they've got it right now. People has trouble keeping up with the points the way they've got them,
So how would you do it? If you could do it, I'd say, Brad, fix NASCAR. Do it however you want to do it. What would you do?
Well, I would just like to do it. What points you get, that's what you get to the end of the year, and who gathers up most points wins the championship. That's. I don't much like taking points away, and a team can run and win like 6 or 8 races, and then not even be in the championship hunt in the last race. I don't like that part of it. And of course they kind of priced themselves because things got too expensive and caused people not to go a lot, and it's just several things that they're trying to overcome right now.
You've been at it for 49 years. This is your 50th year, so you know a driver when you can see a driver. Who are some of these young pups coming up, and we call them, who do you feel like is going to be a superstar in this sport? Who do you like? Blaney or Chase Elliott? Who are some of these young guys you like?
Well, I think Blaney and Chase Elliott's the ones that's going to do it. And of course, the Kyle Larson's. Them 3 right there is going to pretty well, I think, be the ones.
We're talking again to Brad Tigg. Again, we're live here at Jonesborough. We're here again hanging out with these guys. I want to say thanks to Bill Patrick for bringing this Brad Tigg. So Kyle Busch twice at Bristol Motor Speedway. You raced up there since '72. This guy comes into town, wins all 3 races in the same weekend twice. How tough is that to do?
Well, it's tough. You just have to. You've got to have first-class equipment in all divisions, and probably got a better car sometimes than the rest of them's got. But you have to have the top-notch stuff to do that, and it's possible. Somebody that takes to Bristol likes to run Bristol. If you like the racetrack and run good up there, and then you get in the good equipment, then you can do that if your luck goes good enough.
So you got to have a little luck, right?
You got to have a lot of luck.
A lot of luck.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me, growing up, who's your hero? Who was the driver you looked up to as a little fella, as a young man?
Junior Johnson was I was always a GM person, and Junior had that '63 Chevrolet number 3, and he was tough. Usually went till he fell out. In the Ford drivers, I liked Fred Lorenzen. Was one I liked real good.
There you go. So this year, we get to see Brad Tigg at Kingsport Speedway. You've been there before, been running there for a long time. Tell us about, and through your eyes, how do you win and how do you navigate Kingsport Speedway? What's it take to win over there at the Concrete Jungle?
Well, I'm not as familiar with the Concrete Jungle as I was before they changed it. But it's just you gotta. It's more. The track's more flatter, and you got to kind of adapt to a flatter track and get your car set up for the flatter type track. It's totally different than when we run in 1970 and 71 and 2 in that area. It was banked and really hard on brakes when they had it when they first built it. Of course, I run over there when it was dirt a long time ago. They run modifieds over there on the dirt, and they didn't have enough modifieds, so they run the late model Sportsman and the modified together and paid two different winners. And I didn't run the modifieds, but I run the late model Sportsman, and had a chance to run one of the modifieds one time, and started out of the pits and the motor tore up, and I never did get a chance to run the modifieds anymore.
Last question before I let you go. I could sit here and talk to you all day long because you talking about this is one of the pioneers of the sport, folks, in his 50th year of racing. The biggest win that Brad Tigg ever had. What's the one that you sit back and go, boy, on that day I won this race at this track? What would it be? Well,
in 1987, I won the nationwide race, Busch Grand National race at Martinsville. And, of course, about all the drivers wants a grandfather clock, and they give a grandfather clock away as a trophy up there. And I've got a grandfather clock from winning that race up there.
And it still works, and you're still using it. That's good.
Oh, yeah, I've got it working, and it's nice. Wouldn't take nothing for it.
There you go.
Bobby Allison told me, he said, Brad, congratulations on winning that race and that clock. He said, I've tried for years to win one, never did win one.
That's awesome. So he's got him a grandfather clock at home because he won the Busch Grand National race in Martinsville Speedway, the paperclip as they call it. So we're looking forward to seeing you over there. How many races are you going to race this year at Kingsport?
Well, we've got 2 scheduled right now. Might do 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Don't know for sure yet, but got 2 scheduled right now.
But you're going to be there, and is he going to be there on the 24th of the mall? Yeah. We hope you are. February 24th.
Yeah, I'm going to try to be at that mall show. That's pretty neat, really. A lot of people, if they've never been out to it, they need to come because it's pretty interesting, and to talk to all the drivers and crew and look at all them cars.
Cars will be in the mall February the 24th on that Saturday. We're going to be there broadcasting our show, and so Brad's going to be one of the guests. Got to get him back on then, and of course get a chance to meet the drivers, shake hands, get a pocket schedule, get pictures taken with the driver in the car and the whole thing. So that's what it's all about, getting back down to shaking hands and kissing babies. And the drivers at Kingsport Speedway, they love doing that.
That type of racing is a lot of fun, and it's just kind of it's just like a kind of a picnic get together. If you consider like Kingsport or Coburn to the up Daytona and them places, it's a lot of pressure on you in them type of races, but it's a lot of fun to go to short tracks like you used to run on Kingsport. It's a lot of fun.
There you go. Man, I'm glad you came by.
Well, I appreciate you having me.
Them hands right there just shook. I've been behind the wheel of a car for 50 years. That's pretty good stuff. So we'll see you next month over at the mall. We'll get you back on again, all right?
All righty, we'll be there.
Yep. The legendary, what a thrill. Give me goosebumps. The legendary Brad Tigg in the house, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll go to Northern Virginia, talk more NASCAR. We've also got NFL coming up. Got some college football news, some baseball news, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're live at Food City in Jonesborough on show number 664 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology has just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
We're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Thanks to Brad Teague stopping by. That was too cool, man. That was a big thrill for me, and I appreciate him stopping by and spending a little time with us. That was good. And again, we'll be there on February the 24th on that Saturday at the Johnson City Mall. It's Kingsport Speedway Day at the Johnson City Mall. Can't wait to have Karen on and of course, Bill and some other folks. And, of course, all the drivers are going to be there broadcasting live, having a big time. Tomorrow, we're going to be live at the Sprint Store, again on North Rome Street here in Johnson City, or up the road in Johnson City. We're in Jonesborough today, but again, we're going to have fun there tomorrow at the Sprint Store, broadcasting live there from 2 to 4. Sprint says thanks, and so it's going to be a good day for a lot of specials tomorrow at your Sprint Store, and we'll be there broadcasting live again on North Rome Street again tomorrow at Sprint. All right, we got a 2-day sale going on. Here's some of the specials. Again, Peter Pan creamy or crunchy peanut butter, 40-ounce jar, limit 2 for $3.99. Grade A White Food Club large eggs, 99 cents a dozen. Also today and tomorrow, you got the Value Time Enriched white bread, 16-ounce loaf for 69 cents. Also, you got Food Club chunk or shredded cheese, 16 ounces, limit 2 for $2.99. Mayfield ice cream on sale today and tomorrow, 56-ounce container or a box, I guess, limit 2 for $1.99. Again, also Kern's glazed donuts, $1.99 a dozen, limit 4 today and tomorrow at your local Food City. Also, Gain laundry detergent. It's in the liquid form in the bottle and the jug. A 50-ounce bottle for $3.99 at your local Food City. Also, Lean or Hot Pockets, limit 6 for $10 today and tomorrow at all Food City stores. And also Keebler sandwich crackers, 8 to a box, 8 to a box, limit 4 boxes, $1.49 a box. So you're getting what? Limit 4, 8 to a box, $1.49 a box, and so that's a great deal. Also, Land of Frost premium lunch meat, $2.99, limit 4. That's today and tomorrow at all Food City locations across of the 4 states. And, of course, we're live here today, the oldest town in Tennessee, at Food City in Jonesborough. From the National Hockey League last night, let's take a look at it. It was 3 games on the ice, 1 upset. Calgary goes into Tampa Bay and knocks off the winningest team, the number 1 team in the National Hockey League. Calgary skates past them 5-1. Carolina, 3-1 winner in Washington, and also Buffalo at home skates past Columbus 3-1 in the National Hockey League action for a Thursday. Tonight, Friday night, Vancouver at Columbus. Calgary skates at Florida. Carolina hosting Washington. Winnipeg, the Jets will be in Chicago, a couple of 20-game winning teams. Winnipeg with 26 wins under the belt so far. Chicago with 21. They'll skate tonight in Chicago, the Blackhawks and the Winnipeg Jets. And Edmonton will be in Arizona tonight. Edmonton and Arizona, 2 teams with a sub-500 record, and so they're going to get after it tonight, and they'll skate again in Arizona. Next round for the Nashville Predators. Let's see, I think it's the 16th. If I'm not mistaken, they're off for a while. Predators skated against Edmonton. Yep, they're off until the 16th, and they've got one of the number 1 teams, or not one of the number 1 teams, one of the top teams, I should say, in the National Hockey League. The Vegas Golden Knights coming to town on the 16th, and they'll skate, of course, and they'll do that again in Nashville. So rest of the month they got Vegas, Arizona, Florida. They'll host Tampa Bay on the 23rd, the number 1 team in the National Hockey League. Also, they'll skate at New Jersey on the 25th and wrap up the month of January at home against the Chicago Blackhawks. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more games this month, the month of February, for the Preds. Again, and they'll do that either on the road or in Nashville, Music City. NBA last night. It was LeBron and the boys getting blown out at Toronto. They got beat by 34 points. LeBron called out his team after the game, said, we got to make changes. 133-99 the final. Boston goes into Philadelphia and beats the 76ers by 11. Boston now 34-10 on the season. And those are your games. Lakers beat San Antonio, and Sacramento and the Clippers played last night as well. Tonight, you have these games up and running. Orlando and Washington. The Cavaliers right back at it in Indiana to battle the Pacers. Utah at Charlotte. Brooklyn at Atlanta. The New York Knicks on the road to Minnesota tonight. Golden State, the defending world champions, will be in Milwaukee, take on the Bucks. Portland and New Orleans. Memphis at Denver. And the Houston Rockets in Phoenix to battle the 16-win Phoenix Suns in the NBA for this Friday, January the 12th, 2018. Let's take a look at high school basketball from last night. It goes like this. First off, the boys, it was Science Hill holding off Elizabethton 52-41. I told you this yesterday. I'm telling you again, come tournament time, we're going to be doing the tournament. It is going to be a very, very, very interesting tournament being played at Elizabethton High School. Keep an eye on the Elizabethton boys team. They're struggling record-wise. They're 4-15, but they have hung tough with DB. They've hung tough with Science Hill. And so I'm telling you, Lucas Honeycutt's going to get them rolling come tournament time. We're going to be doing some of the games between now and tournament play. Anyway, Science Hill wins by 11 last night. Granger beat Cherokee by 14. And Greenville, a 17-point win over Sullivan Central last night in boys action. On the girls' side, Science Hill, 21-point win over the Elizabethton Lady Cyclones. Keep an eye on Lucas Andrews' Lady Cyclones, too. They're going to be making some noise come tournament time. You know, it's not where you are now. It's where you're going to be come tournament time. Also, Granger beat Cherokee last night by 34 in girls basketball. And the Greenville Lady Green Devils, a 16-point winner over Sullivan Central. Tonight, it goes as follows. Boys and girls doubleheaders. Volunteer at Daniel Boone. Crockett at Cherokee. Dobbins Minute hosting Tennessee High tonight. Sullivan South will be at Happy Valley. Unicoi County at Sullivan Central. Johnson County playing host to Sullivan East. Unaka plays at Sullivan North tonight. University High at Cloudland. And the Hampton Bulldogs playing host to North Green tonight. And boys and girls high school basketball. And again, the action will be fast and furious. Again, right now in high school basketball, the Big 7 conference for the boys. Science Hill's your front runner. Dobbins Minute knocking on the door with 1 loss. Science Hill 4-0 in the league. The Three Rivers Conference, Unicoi County in the catbird seat. Sullivan Central with 1 loss. Then comes East and Johnson County. And the Watauga Valley Conference, Cloudland's boys at 3-0. North Green and Hampton at 2-1. For the ladies, Big 7 Conference, it is a dogfight at the top. Science Hill at 4-0. Daniel Boone's ladies at 3-0. Tennessee High at 3-1. In the Three Rivers Conference race, the Lady Blue Devils of Unicoi County at 4-1, Sullivan Central at 3-1. They're in second place. South and Sullivan East and Johnson County tied for third. And the Watauga Valley Conference, Hampton at 3-0, Cloudland at 2-1, and Unaka at 2-1 in the Watauga Valley Conference for the ladies. So that's what's going on there. And so that's your standings heading into the action tonight, again across Northeast Tennessee with girls and boys high school basketball. We're live here again at Food City. Don't forget you can get your tickets for the upcoming Food City 500. Again, 93 days away for the Food City 500. You can get your tickets, again, at all Food City locations. Here's the cool part. When you get your tickets at Food City, you get 500 value points per ticket. You come in and buy a pair of tickets, you get 1,000 value points added to your Food City value card. Now, when you go in and get ready to do gas at 150 points, when you accrue 150 points, you get 15 cents off on a gallon of gas at your local Food City here in Jonesborough and all Food City locations. So if you get 500 points off for every ticket you purchase, you can do the math. There's 1,000 points right there. I mean, it's very, very good. It's a good deal. And so it's available, again, here at all Food Cities. Again, the kids' tickets are free for the Xfinity Series race on April the 14th. The Fitzgerald Glider Kids 300. It only costs you $10 to get a kids' ticket here at Food City for the Food City 500 and for the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race in August. And the Food City 300 on Friday night, August the 17th, it's a free ticket as well for the kids. So you really can't go wrong by getting your tickets at Food City, because every ticket you purchase, you add 500 value points to your Food City value card, which is a phenomenal savings, to say the least. Very, very good. So that's what's going on. By the way, Kingsport Speedway, we got the official schedule hot off the press, and the first race will be on Saturday, March the 24th. First race, a 3 o'clock start on a Saturday, March the 24th. They start till daylight savings time. They run a lot of the races on Saturday afternoon. And then once it warms up in the daylight savings time, they revert back to Friday night racing. But the first race, mark your calendar for Kingsport Speedway, March the 24th. They'll drop the green flag racing at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. We'll go to Northern Virginia, talk more NASCAR with my man, Mike Hedrick's going to join us coming up next year. We're live at Food City in Jonesborough on a Food City Friday, show number 664. Monday will be at Mike's Medicine Mart. Tuesday will be at Phil's Dream Pit. Next Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A. Next Thursday will be at Champion Chevrolet. And next Friday will be at Big Daddy Dale's store. We'll be at Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday for next Friday. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll go to Northern Virginia talking NASCAR with my man Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR Fans Reporter, right here on show number 664 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we are, 93 days away from the Food City 500 at the world's last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back with the Tom Baylor Sports Show. We're going to be joined by our buddy coming up. We'll have him. We're going to get him on the show. My man, Mike Hendricks, the NASCAR fans reporter, coming up in just a few minutes. And also, Jason Morrell is going to join us coming up here in just a few minutes, the store manager here in Jonesborough. Sprint says thanks. We're going to be there tomorrow broadcasting live from 2 to 4. Got some great deals. $300 off an iPhone 8, an 8 Plus, or an iPhone X with an eligible trade-in. Also get a free LG F2 8-inch tablet for all customers. There's mine right there. I got mine. I love it. There's my new tablet. Still learn how to use it, but I've got it. It's trying to teach an old dog new tricks, but I'm learning slowly but surely. But again, those are free. A free LG G-Pad F2 8-inch tablet for all customers. We got mine right after Christmas. $300 off an iPhone 8, 8 Plus, or iPhone X with an eligible trade-in. 90 days, same as cash tomorrow on all accessories with Sprint. We're going to be there tomorrow broadcasting live from 2 to 4 at the Sprint store. Again, in North Johnson City. Can't wait. Going to be hanging out with Ronnie and Zeb and Caleb and all the folks making it go. Also got a brand new phone. Where'd the phone go? The phone is right here in front of me, being a snake and bite me. It's the LS7. I believe it's the Galaxy Edge. I believe is what it is. I think I don't know what I bought, but it's a nice phone. I can tell you that. I love it. Good stuff. And so we'll be there tomorrow. Sprint says thanks. Again, we'll be there broadcasting live tomorrow. Again, from 2 to 4 at the Sprint store on North Roan Street in Johnson City. Hey, one of our great sponsors, too, is Jeremy Livesey of Movement Mortgage. Again, if you want somebody to move property for you, or not move property, get you qualified so you can go get property, whether you're looking for a condo or a mini farm or whatever you're looking for, you can get it and get it done quickly. It's the 671 system with Movement Mortgage right across from the Boones Creek Cracker Barrel. 671. 6 stands for 6 hours of underwriting process. 6 hours to underwrite your property in the underwriting process, to underwrite you, I should say. The 7 stands for a 7-day processing period, and the 1 is 1 day to close. It's called 671. You can find out more by going to jeremylivesey.com. 6-hour underwriting process. The 7 is a 7-day processing period, and the 1 is 1 day to close. Again, jeremylivesey.com at Movement Mortgage, and they have been flat moving the property. I think he told me the other day when we had him on the show, he, within 2 weeks, has closed a deal. And so they get it done, and one of the things they specialize in is the fact they got the speed. And so 671, 6 hours to underwriting process, 7-day processing period, and 1 day to close at Movement Mortgage. Again, check him out at jeremylivesey.com. Jeremy, Jeremy, Livesey, LIVESAY, JeremyLivesey.com, and that is where you want to go, and he can get it turned around for you very, very quickly, and we appreciate him very, very much. Hey, we're live here at Food City in Jonesborough. Let's get him up on the screen. There it is, Food City Store Manager Jason Morrell. I'm not him. I'm not as handsome as he is. Let's get him up on the screen, and boom, hit that camera, and boom, there he is.
Hey, how's it going, Tom?
Good afternoon, or good morning. Well, I guess good afternoon now.
It is afternoon now.
You were hopping.
It is hopping.
I said, Jason, he kept saying, I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there in a minute, because it has been busy, and we like it.
It has.
2-day sale.
2-day sale. We got pork loins on sale. We got the RC 6-pack products on sale. And need I mention, they're calling for snow tonight, Tom.
Yes. In fact, I said earlier before we got over here, and I'm not trying to scare people, but in the other stores in the mountainous areas, like up in Wise and Big Stone Gap, you may be smart to come shop today, because you don't know what the road's going to be like tomorrow. They're calling for freezing rain, some sleet, some snow. Temperatures going to be dropping. When I got in here a while ago, it was 64 here, and I checked, it was 32 and freezing rain in Nashville. So it's coming.
It's coming.
So it's a 2-day sale.
2-day sale.
How long
today
you
and tomorrow.
How long have you been in the grocery business?
23 years.
So
baby.
you know it's special when you see one. So
and we got a good special today.
What are some of those that jump out at you?
Well, those eggs, a dozen eggs, 99 cents. Campbell's soup this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Cold weather, everybody likes soup this time of year. And again, 2-day sale, today and tomorrow. If you can't get out today, you can get out tomorrow. We should have all this stuff in stock. And don't forget, while you're in, though, we're doing the Bristol Motor Speedway ticket sales this year.
It's Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol. It'll be here before you know it.
What I say, 93 days, the Food City 500.
That's
Can't
right.
wait. So you got tickets on sale here.
We do.
And here's the cool thing, and you're getting ready to tell us, there's some extra incentives when you buy your tickets from Bristol Motor Speedway in any Food City across the 4-state chain. You get some extra bells and whistles, which is really cool. Tell me about it.
Well, you get bonus points for fuel. We get them. You can get your tickets early. It's the main thing, and you can pick your seats. You know, that's you know, if you've been to a race, that means a lot. And that the Xfinity 300 race will be $50. They are $50. We have them on sale now. And then, of course, the 500 race on Sunday is $93 each. So that's a bargain in itself off the normal ticket price. But again, you can get your seats early, and you know where you're going to be sitting long before the race.
Here's the cool thing, too. The Speedway's teamed up with Food City. They tried this last year as a sample, and it went out the roof. It was a big, big success. They brought it back, and we're glad that they did. But here's the cool thing, too, is that Xfinity Series race on April the 14th, kids get in free.
Yes.
And then for the Food City 500, Jimmy Johnson back in town to defend his crown. It's a $10 ticket for kids. I mean, you can't beat it. So where did they just come to the customer service desk?
That's correct. Yep. Come to the customer service. And I think with the kids' tickets prices, that's the whole outlook on it, to make it a family outing toward, you know, inexpensive, that we make it a family event.
Can't hardly beat free, can you?
No.
Free is a good price. And that's not only for the Xfinity race in the spring, but in August the 17th, the Food City 300. That also is a free night for kids as well, 12 and under. And so get your tickets at Food City. So help me with this ciphering. So if I come in and buy 2 tickets, I get 500 points per ticket. So I get 1,000 points to go to my Food City Value Card, right?
That's correct, sir.
So for every 150 points, I get 115 cents off of my gas. So
15 cents off of gas. That's
there's a ton of visits built in there, isn't there?
Use 2 on Wednesdays and get 30 cents off.
There you go.
And let's not leave out the old family race night on Thursday night. That's a free event also, and that one on Springs at the Speedway. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I need to have him travel with me. This guy knows what's going on. Jason Morrell, the store manager here at Food City in Jonesborough. You know, next week, I got to get ready for him, because next week I'm going up to hang out with Big Daddy Dale Hammett at Gray.
Oh, Delvira.
Delvira?
Delvira. He'll know where that come from.
Oh, boy. I'm going to... Delvira.
Tom. He'll know where that come from. Me and Dale's good friends.
He's going to rue the day
He is.
a man said Delvira. So I'm going to get up there and sing, Baba, Delvira. That's great. He gets everybody else. That's good to get him every now and then.
That's right.
That's good. We'll be up there next Friday. We're here in Jonesborough today, and again, the oldest town in Tennessee. And I think folks are watching the weather forecast, and It's every one of the registers are hopping. That's the way we like it. So, Jason, over and above the 2-day sale, on the regular sale paper, you got some buy one get one free this week too, do you not?
We do, sir.
Yeah.
We've got some good sales going on our weekly ad.
Yeah, I like him. I like him Doritos.
That's what I was gonna say. Them Doritos catch you out there. Buy one get one free on Doritos. Chili fixins. We got Food Club beans, 2 for $1, and many varieties on that. Post cereal, buy one get one free. Fresh pork chops, $1.99 a pound.
Fresh blueberries.
Blueberries, yeah, that's a good deal on them. Buy one get one free.
I love me some blueberry pancakes. Goodness.
Yes, that is good stuff.
Sets you free. So those are some of the specials.
Yeah.
Now, for folks who don't know, and we talk about this every week, but you can help your school with school bucks. I mean, this is a really cool thing. Steve, I think we went back and read the press release. $13 million they have given back to schools since they started this program way back in the day. So tell them how easy it is for folks to come in when they buy at any Food City, whether you're in Belfry, Kentucky, or Big Stone Gap, or Piney Flats, or Jonesborough. Points accrue for your school. Tell them how it works.
Well, that works by buying products at Food City. The money gets generated to whatever school you select, and you can select that school online, or you can come in. Our cashiers will do it for you on the registers. A lot of people like the convenience of doing it at their home online, and you have to register every year, though, Tom, because our kids grow up and move on to other schools, so with that you have to register every year. So if you registered last year and you hadn't registered this year, doesn't think that you're automatically on it, and the points are going to your school because you have to do it every year.
Yeah. And every school has a code. You say, well, gosh, I don't know what my kid's school, my grandkid's school code is. That's okay. They got a book here at the register. You can say, okay, I want XYZ school, and they type it in, and then every time they swipe your Food City Value card till the end of the promotion, which is in April, early May, you get credited, your school gets credited. Part I like about this, Jason, is you take the check into the school.
That's the part I like too, Tom. I get
you're
to
like
physically
Santa Claus.
Yes, I get to physically hand the principal a check, and that's a good glory to get that,
What are some of the amounts you passed out this year?
We had a few, 1,500, 1,400, 1,800, 900. I think the minimum is 350. So this, I think, signing up, you get 350, and then of course there's bonus points. If I come down and do a sign up at the premises, that gets you bonus points, and different things there they can do to get bonus points.
And see, the cool thing about that too for the schools is Jason hands them the check, or the Food City store manager hands them the check. They can use it any way they want to. They need to buy crayons or construction paper or toner or basketballs, whatever. You just hand them a check.
That's correct.
It's awesome. School bucks.
Yes, sir.
This is why this is going to sound cheesy, but I'm just telling the way it is. It's why it's an honor for me to work with Food City. This is my 10th or 11th year because they're always giving back to communities. School bucks, the John and Berry Toy Drive, the Disabled American Veterans, Richard Petty, juvenile diabetes. I'm going to leave some of them out throughout the course of the year, but the Race Against Hunger. You had a drive for the animal shelters right around Christmas.
Correct. Yeah, and it's huge.
Yeah, so you're always giving back to the community, right?
Yes, and that's always a joy to work for a company that gives back to the community as much as we do.
Steve Smith says, get involved in the community where your store is, and you do down here too, don't you?
Well, it's a two-way street. The community helps us and what we do, and we help them, and it makes for good friends.
Great relationships. There you go.
Sir.
Now, are you a Tennessee football fan?
Of course I am, Tom.
Tom, what a stupid question he said.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Yeah, it sounded pretty stupid. Yeah, of course I'm a UT fan.
That's
you like
correct.
Jeremy Pruitt? You like him coming on board?
Well, we'll see about this fall. I have studied him a little bit. It's going to be interesting. I mean, looking at we had two of our coaches in the national championship. That's amazing in itself to see our defensive coordinator on the Georgia side and our head coach on the Alabama side. That was interesting.
There you go. It's well put.
Both good teams.
So I'm going to tell you, like I've told all these other Tennessee fans, you got to give him a chance.
That's right.
He can't work miracles because the cupboard's, I don't know if it's bare, but it's down. But he went out and got some pretty good guys. This guy's been coaching Alabama during the day and coaching Tennessee at night to the national championship.
See how he done it.
He's still got some good players.
And he's got some good recruits during the time he was coaching Alabama in the playoffs.
He's trying to get Juwan Jennings to come back.
I believe he will.
Yeah, so you got to go through some steps to get back to the team, but trying to get him back. So I'm pretty excited about Tennessee football. If we just leave him alone. That's the thing.
I was disappointed. I'd like to see Cade Mays come to us. He committed to Georgia. That was a little disappointment, but I believe all in all, at the end of the day,
be okay.
It'll be okay. That's right, Tom.
When you got a guy that's been around 5 national championships, he knows how to win. Winning is contagious. So is losing. So he knows how to win. And so just give the guy some time. I can't emphasize that enough. Everybody, well, if he gets blown out a couple times next year or whatever. But I don't think he will. I think he's a good enough coach in those marginal games. He'll find a way to win.
I think you're right.
So
one thing about it too, Tom, he's coming into a lot better foundation than Mr. Butch Jones went into.
Yeah, you gotta give Butch credit. He didn't get it done, but the way we want him to get it done. But he brought the foundation up. It's pretty solid.
He did.
Yeah, good stuff. Jason Morrell, store manager at Food City in Jonesborough, the oldest town in Tennessee, and so all the registers, the lights are on, and folks are going through, and it's happy time here in Jonesborough. I appreciate you, man. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We will now go to the phone as promised and check in with my man Mike Hedrick in Northern Virginia talking NASCAR here on show number 664 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. Just 2 great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's go to the phone. He's there, our buddy Mike Hedrick with us, a NASCAR fans report in Northern Virginia. Good afternoon, my good friend. How are you?
Hey, we're doing good up here in Northern Virginia. It's actually really balmy outside. It's about 65 degrees out there. It's going to drop a little bit. I'm hearing that. But, hey, I'm going to take it right now and run with it.
Yep, it's 65, 64 here, and it's dropping, though, because we got a front coming, and we've got some snow and ice and rain coming in here tonight, and starting to rain and switching over. But that's okay. Every day the sun pops up, we're a closer day to spring, closer day to the Food City 500, 93 days away, and we're 37 days away from the Daytona 500. And so my man, the NASCAR fan reporter Mike Hedrick, does a phenomenal job. And so here we go, a dozen teams to Las Vegas. Tell me about that. What's going on with that?
Yeah, off-season, we don't need no stinking off-season. About a dozen-plus drivers are heading to Las Vegas here at the end of the month, January 31st and February 1st, for 2 days of NASCAR testing. Now, each organization and manufacturer is going to get to send a car and a driver to work on their 2018 downforce package and rules and that kind of stuff. So this is also another chance that we're all going to get a look at that new Chevy Camaro ZL1 that they're going to be new for 2018. Now, if you're in the area, if you're out there in Las Vegas, just check with the track on the times and all that kind of information. But a lot of good drivers are going to be out there. Chris Buescher from JTG is going to be out there. Kurt Busch. William Byron, new driver at Hendricks Motorsports. Cole Custer is going to be testing for Go Fast. Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, he's going to be new there at Joe Gibbs Racing. He's going to be out there. Drew Herring is testing for Toyota. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Paul Menard, David Reagan is going to be testing for Ford. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and brand new driver in that Richard Petty number 43, Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr. is going to be out there. So yeah, they're going to be all out there. They're trying to test out. They're going to have some of the new composite bodies and to see how they're going to do. Like we said, that new Chevy is a new body for the manufacturers, and they're hoping it's going to perform like the Toyotas did and not underperform like we think that the Fords did last year.
We're talking to our buddy Chris Payne. Let's go to Chris Payne, I'm sorry. And Kim Williams. Hello, Miss Kimberly. How you doing? Alonda Whittick, number West Virginia, watching. Thank you. And Kristen Rushing, she's watching. Thank you very much. And Ronnie Hale and Ben Foy are watching, so we appreciate that. And we're talking to our buddy Mike Hedrick, NASCAR fans reporter. So Penske hires a team manager. What's going on with that?
Yeah, this is all the teams we always hear about, the silly season, which drivers going here and there, but there's a lot of other positions and a lot of very important people that get moved around as well. Penske is going to go ahead. We're hearing that motorsports industry veteran Robbie Benton is going to be joining Team Penske. Now, he's going to be their NASCAR team manager. Now, Benton is going to help out with various administration and competitive related duties there. He's going to be helping out with their Monster and their Xfinity team. So Penske drivers who've been kind of in a slump, like Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano, might get a spark with the addition of Benson. And also new teammate Ryan Blaney, that might help as well. So Team Penske's kind of been struggling, and Brad Keselowski's complained about the latest Ford body style. So we'll see if Robbie Benton can kind of pull all that together, maybe bring in a little bit of inspiration or find out what's kind of lacking in those Fords or what's kind of lacking in Penske. But another big move there for a big team.
We're going to be at Champion Chevrolet coming up on Thursday of next week, and the Chevrolet Camaro, Chase Elliott, who tested it earlier this week down in Texas, says, quote, "The car looks great from the public eye standpoint. I don't know how you could not identify the Camaro with the Camaro on the street. It looks the same." So that certainly helps if you can go out and get a car like the guys are driving out on the track. So the brand new Chevrolet Camaro, again, the ZL1, as Mike alluded to. So apparently at least one driver, Chase Elliott, says, "Man, I love it. It looks like something you'd see coming down the street." That is a good thing. So speaking of Chevys, Rick Hendry gets a Chevy engineer. Tell me about that. What's going on with that?
Yeah, this might be a way to stack your deck when you got a new Chevy body come along. NASCAR's Bob Packrass has let everybody know that Alba Colin is often credited with the success of the program there at Chevy. She's going to be the new executive position there at Hendricks Motorsports. Now, if you've been around the Cup garages and the pit road for any amount of time, you've seen Miss Alba working directly with all the Chevy teams. Now, she's very smart, and she's very respected by everyone and even all the different manufacturers. Now, the team confirmed Tuesday that they had hired her to oversee all their competition systems group. Now, that used to be a position held by Darian Grubb, who's now going to move over to be the crew chief for rookie William Byron. Now, this lady is very smart, and so she's going to help Hendricks get back up with their veteran driver Jimmy Johnson, and also with the young guns Chase Elliott, William Byron, and Alex Bowman. So with the new body style and all that coming from Chevy, it might be really good that they have the probably the lady that helped implement it do the most for it. Now, she's been around for 11 or so championships there with Chevy. So this is a very, we don't talk a lot about ladies in the sport, but there really are a bunch of them. This is a very smart and intelligent engineer lady, and she's going to do wonders there at Hendricks Motorsports, I believe.
We're talking to Mike Hedrick again, the NASCAR Fans Report. He's with us twice a week, and so the Chili Bowl, we got him this weekend. Casey Kane, Kyle Larson, Justin Allgaier, some of the guys racing in the Chili Bowl. What in the world, folks out there don't know, Mike Hedrick, what is the Chili Bowl?
Well, you know what? Grab a big handful of cheese because it is the Chili Bowl. Now, it's the Chili Bowl Midget Nationals. Now, it's an indoor midget car racing event. It takes place on a quarter-mile dirt track that they put in the Tulsa Expo Center this week and this weekend. And NASCAR calls it the biggest midget race of the year, and it's also nicknamed the Super Bowl of midget racing. Now, defending winner Christopher Bell is one of the NASCAR drivers among the 325 entries to try to get into this 32nd annual Lucas Oil Chili Bowl Nationals. Now, we also know that NASCAR Energy Cup drivers such as Kyle Larson are going to be there, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Casey Kane's there, Xfinity drivers like Justin Allgaier and Chase Briscoe, and one of my very favorite guys, the little guy, Rico Abreu, two-time Chili Bowl champion. He's going to be there. I'm cheering for little Rico. Rico can do it.
Rico Abreu. I like it. It's just a racing name. And so we're talking to our buddy Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR Fans Reporter. What's your take on Danica being spotted out with Aaron Rodgers, the Packers quarterback? We got a little love in the air between DP and AR. What do you think?
You would have to ask me a gossip question there. You know what? Hey, we all need love, Tom. If you just need, maybe we just need somebody to talk to. Maybe having some woes in your careers, or maybe you just want to be in the spotlight. So, I can't. You can date whoever you want, be with whatever you want. I think it's a beautiful thing. We want to wish her all the well. It's not really looking like she's going to get an opportunity like she thought at Ganassi to run that Daytona 500, but she says she's still trying to see if she can't eke out a deal to get into that, run it one more time.
The Beatles sang it best, all you need is love. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We're talking to Mike Hedrick. So Mike's going to be with us at Bristol Motor Speedway coming up. It's not that far away. We're 93 days away from the Food City 500. Thought it was pretty cool. We had the legendary driver Brad Teague on earlier today, and he said, man, I don't know why NASCAR doesn't build more Bristols. He said, it's the best track in NASCAR. It's my favorite track, and he's been to a lot of them. And so you know that, and I know that, the world's last great Coliseum, and I'm pretty stoked already for this racing weekend coming up with the Xfinity Series coming up on Saturday the 14th of April, and, of course, the Food City 500 with Jimmy Johnson back into defend his crown. So I'm pretty fired up, man. I think it's going to be a great weekend of racing at Bristol Motor Speedway.
I think it is, and you know what, Mr. Teague would know, because coming up on 50 years of racing, that man, I always say that there's not a lot of dumb old timers. I think there's a lot of wise old people, and I always like that. And I would definitely take his advice, and I agree. There definitely needs to be, if you're going to build a track, build one like Bristol Motor Speedway. I mean, it's, we talk about Daytona being the biggest race of the year, and actually they did have more people than the Bristol night race, but it was like 3 people, Tom. They only had 3 more people at the Daytona 500. So Bristol's a huge race, and there's no place like it. It's my home track, and I'm 7 hours away.
You got it, no question. And, of course, you're right. The Daytona 500 beat the Bristol race by 3. I think 3 or 4 people was the total, and that's the kind of night we had last year at Bristol Motor Speedway, the final night for Dale Jr. But I think it was more than that. I think they liked the short track racing. They liked the night racing at Bristol. We like the day racing and night racing at Bristol. So it is upon us. We were 93 days out. It'll be here before you know it. And so we're looking forward to hanging out with Mike and the folks again at Bristol Motor Speedway for another round of racing. In closing, this is the first time since 1977 we're heading to Daytona without an Earnhardt Sr. and Earnhardt Jr. Going down there to participate as far as on-track activities. So that's a heck of a run. Since 77, we've had an Earnhardt down there.
And you know what? I mean, you're going to have a lot of race fans who maybe came into the sport since that time, you know, or like myself. And other than just the concussion last year, I've never, ever been to a NASCAR race or, you know, NASCAR racing season that, like you said, that there hasn't been an Earnhardt racing in there. And, I mean, other than the concussion, you know, Dale missed a couple of races last year. Every year that I've ever been, you've had an Earnhardt. You've had that legacy. You've had that name. You've had that family. And it's something that I'm glad that we're going to see, you know, Junior jump up into the booth, because that does keep him around. And I think he is just such a part, and he enjoys being such a part of NASCAR, that I don't think that we're going to, you know, really lose him as much as we're just going to watch him shift over from being on one part of the track up to a different spot.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think he's going away at all. I think he's going to be heavily involved behind the scenes and in front of the camera as well. So, yeah, I'm anxious to see how he does. And, of course, there's a lot of transitions as far as team members. Let's see if I can run this down real quick before we go here, because we've got, replacement drivers. Check this out. For 2018, we're talking again to Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter. We're live at Food City in Jonesborough. Eric Jones, the number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, replacing Matt Kenseth. Alex Bowman, replacing Earnhardt in the 88 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet. Ryan Blaney goes to Team Penske. Paul Menard, we haven't said much about Paul Menard, but he's leaving and has left, replacing Blaney in the Wood Brothers 21 Ford. William Byron taking Chase Elliott's car. Elliott, of course, keeping his current team and moving to the number 9 Hendrick Motorsports. Casey Kane replacing Michael McDowell behind the wheel of the Levine Family Racing number 95 Chevrolet. It goes on and on and on. Casey Kane's made a move, so there's been a lot of changes. Some folks say that's not good. They don't like change. Some folks say it is good. What do you think?
I think it is good. I think that I've got a couple of buddies that have been longtime NASCAR fans, and they've either been, let's say, a Jeff Gordon fan or a Dale Jr. fan. And now this year they're looking around. Well, what do I do? What do I do? Well, a couple of years back, I mean, a lot of my NASCAR buddies would say, well, I'm not watching the sport no more. My guy's not in. But now I think you're seeing a lot of them going, you know what, there's some good drivers. There's, like you said, there's Chase Elliott and your Eric Jones, and there's a lot of really good drivers out there that are really talented and very aggressive. These kids aren't coming in and just holding back like they might have, a few years back. They're coming in and knowing that, hey, if I've got a chance to win this race, I got to do it now. And if that means making a veteran move or making a move on a veteran, you're seeing that kind of driving. So there's a lot to be excited about with NASCAR this year, and I definitely am excited. There's a lot of good young drivers to watch, and if you got to switch over and pick another driver, just go ahead and do it. It's going to be a good thing, and you'll look good in that different hat anyways.
There you go. You're exactly right. You look good in that new hat. Before I let you go, again, next Friday night a week is the Hall of Fame induction in Charlotte, North Carolina. The guys going in, Red Byron, Ray Evernham, also Ron Hornaday Jr., Ken Squire, love to hear Ken Squire call races, and Robert Yates, the folks going in for the class of 2018. That's a very special class, and all five of those guys obviously well-deserving to go in.
Yeah, and they are, and I especially like the Red Byron going in. I always, anytime you send one of those black and white guys, when you only got a picture of them in black and white, I like those champions going in because they often get forgot by people and new sports writers that are coming up into the sport and get to vote on the Hall of Fame people. But I really have a good spot where I really have a respect for those old-time champions. And like I said, there in each one of these batches of Hall of Famers, there should be at least one or two black and white pictures there for a little while.
There you go. Hey, have a great weekend. Great job, Screen Taters. I'll talk to you Monday, all right?
All right, Screen Taters. Hey, God bless everybody real good. Woohoo!
There you go. My man Mike Hedrick, a phenomenal job as always. We're lucky to have him. We appreciate him very much being with us here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live at Food City in Jonesborough. Let's run down the specials for you again one more time. And so we'll take a break, talk a little Major League Baseball. We're here live at Food City in Jonesborough. These sale prices good at all Food City locations across 4 states, Tennessee, Virginia, Georgia, and Kentucky. Boneless pork loin, $1.49 a pound. That's today and tomorrow. Limit 4. RC products, 6 for $10. Campbell's Chunky Soup. Cold weather's coming again. Another round of it. 99 cents a can. I love it. Honey Crisp apples. Get that and get some peanut butter and slap across a slice of apple and put some peanut butter on it. Ooh, that's good stuff. $1.69 a pound for crisp and sweet Honey Crisp apples. Also, you have Harvest Club Jumbo Baking Potatoes, 8-pound bag for $3.99. 48-ounce bottle Wesson oil, limit 2 per person, $1.99. Chef Boyardee pasta, limit 6, 69 cents a can. Creamy or crunchy Peter Pan peanut butter, 40-ounce jars, limit 2 per person, $3.99. Value Time enriched white bread, 16-ounce loaf, 69 cents, limit 2. The Food Club large eggs, a dozen, grade A white, limit 2 per person, 99 cents. Food Club butter, 1 pound quarters for $2.49. The malt oatmeal cereal, limit 4 for $2.49. So right here on this front page, you can get the Value Time enriched bread, a loaf of bread for 69 cents, a jar of peanut butter for $3.99, and then some chunky soup, get you some jelly, and then cap it off with some A&W root beer, and then finish it off with a little dessert, eating healthy with apples. So all right here on the front page, you got a meal, at least a meal that I would take and probably will take. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, Campbell's chunky soup, some A&W root beer, and some Honeycrisp apples, all on sale here on the front page. On the back page, these are all good through tomorrow night. Mayfield ice cream, limit to $1.99 for a 56-ounce container. Food Club chunk or shredded cheese, 16-ounce container, $2.99. Keebler sandwich crackers, limit 4, 8 to a box, $1.49 a box, limit 4 boxes per person. Kern's glazed donuts, $1.99 a dozen, limit 4. Hershey's candy or Pop Secret popcorn for $1.99, limit 4. Land of Frost lunch meat, $2.99, limit 4. Hot Pockets lean or Hot Pockets 6 for $10 at your local Food City, limit 6 today and tomorrow. Food Club Rising Crust Pizza, limit 3 for $10. Gain laundry detergent, 2 per person. These are 50-ounce bottles. It's liquid Gain laundry detergent, $3.99 a bottle, limit 2. And then last but not least, Scott paper towels or bath tissue, 6 to 12 rolls for $3.99 a piece, limit 3. That's today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Again, in the over 120 store chain in Tennessee, Virginia, Georgia, and Kentucky. And of course, that Food City value card works any store you go to. I was going up through, stopped at Pikeville, Kentucky, used it here back before Christmas. Been down to Pigeon Forge, used it down there. Use it at Piney Flats, use it here in Jonesborough, use it wherever. That Food City value card accrues those points, and again, we get 150 points. You get 15 cents off on a fill up. I should say 15 cents off a gallon on a fill up of gas. And then on Wednesdays, it's double day. It's 30 cents. If you have 150 points accrued, you get your gas for 30 cents a gallon off the regular price. So, Lauren, I can't see. What's the gas up there right now? $2.35. Lauren says $2.35 regular unleaded, so 15 cents off would be $2.20. And if you got 30 cents off on Wednesday, if it was Wednesday, it'd be $2.05 for a gallon of regular unleaded. So they moved the gas at all the Food City stores, especially here in Jonesborough. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll begin to wrap this thing up. We're live at Food City in Jonesborough. Coming up next, we'll take a look at Major League Baseball here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Food City in Jonesborough.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here are the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance. We follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.